Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome to all you viewers. What's this video about? Well, the camper Campia. How big can his ego get? If he doesn't hear about it, it's not news. That's how big it is. If someone doesn't pay him funds to read a super chat or a question, then it's not a topic in movies. John Campia is Mr. Movies. Wow! How full of shit you are, Campia. Man, I give him credit where credit's due. He's kept the movie talk alive, but, you know, it's really fan-funded. Only fan-funded, you know. But really, he does not understand why he doesn't get Snyder Cut fan questions, why it's not relevant to him on the John Campia show. Well, what can we do? We can remind the fool why no one asks him about Snyder Cut. Why he's not getting talked about. Because he threw such major shade at Snyder. Because Grace, he picks Grace way over you, Mr. Movies, Mr. Movie Blog. So let's remind the fool, shall we? Let's watch a film Gob video. No one does it better than the Gob when cover Campia. So instead of trying to do it myself, I'll just cover Film Gob's video. Let's remind the camper why no one asks him or no one gives him super chats about the Snyder Cut and why it's not relevant on the John Campia show. Because he told him to shut the hell up. Remember that? All right, let's remind everyone here.
I've never been the biggest fan of Zack Snyder, but strongly believe he deserves a chance to finish Justice League. No, he doesn't, and I'll explain why in a second.
Be very careful with the next thing you say.
Will you do a spoiler discussion, please? I don't have a lot of interest in doing a spoiler discussion of a movie that's a redux of one we've already seen.
Oh my God.
Be careful.
Wow.
IMDb user ratings are useless. Ignore them. This is from Variety. Finally, Rotten Tomatoes revamps movie audience scores to include only ratings from verified ticket buyers. Rob, I've been saying forever, this is exactly what they need to do. And I think this is
I agree with that.
Fantastic.
Verified. 96%.
You fucking moron! You are a fucking human piece of shit and a disgrace.
Perfect.
There's so much more on the Film Gob, but let's get to the recent clip where his ego explodes and he doesn't understand. He can't comprehend why people aren't talking about the Snyder Cut on the John Campia show. It's because any Snyder bros left your chat because you showed such disrespect to a creative. You creatively void asshole. Yes, he still does movie talk, but it's not for creatives. With that down and out of the way, with that down and out of the way, with that down and out of the way, reading through super chats like he's on speed. Okay? All right, let's get to, hold on a second. Let's bring up his recent talk about the Snyder Cut and how it's no longer relevant because he doesn't hear about it.
You said it comes with the sort of gravitas that it has for being a theatrical film. It gets into the cultural conversation. It stays in the cultural conversation. People still talk about Moon Knight. People were writing actually just the other day on the show, writing and asking about Moonlight and talking about La La Land and talking about...
Thank you, Kelly. So if he doesn't hear about it on his show, movie fans aren't talking about. That is how much of an ego this man has. Someone needs to burst his bubble. Look at Robert Meyer Burnett and, oh man, I forget her name on the right. She's a lovely lady, but they can't, I don't even think they could believe what he's saying. They're silent. Silent. Look at that.
You know, somebody wrote in the other day talking about Backdraft and talking about all these movies, right? You know what nobody's talked about at all? I don't think I've had a single, literally, I don't think I've had a single person write in ever since the day it opened, maybe a few days after it opened, about this. It's a movie that I believe got nominated for Best Picture, I think.
Okay. Hold on. I'm jumping the gun here.
Mank is one of those rare, great streaming movies. Like, it's one of the 1%. It's one of the 1% of movies that go straight to stream that are actually any good. But
Callie,
a few days after it comes out, nobody's talking about it anymore.
Callie, you're
It's
ruining
gone.
my bed.
It's just poof. It's disappeared. Hell, even Zack Snyder's Justice League cut, right? The one they did for HBO. People talked about it for years. A week after it came out, it was gone.
So full of
It's
shit.
just not in the conversation
so
anymore.
full of shit.
Except it comes up in the conversation for all the wrong reasons sometimes. But
oh my goodness. Well, it's too much in the conversation and sometimes a little bit toxic. I can agree with that point, but to say it's not being covered just because you don't hear about it on your show, I mean, viewers, what's your thoughts on this? Can you think of a movie guy's ego getting any bigger? Let me know in the comment section below. I still have people, my friends, talking about the Snyder Cut, and they're not just Snyder Bros. It's just we can't say anymore. We can't say every single day that we want the Snyder Cut to come. Well, some people do, but we can't just continue constantly with this and not be heard. That's all. We've been screaming at the top of our lungs that we want to see a sequel to it. It's just they're not listening. And you long ago wrote it off and told him to shut up. Can you imagine that? This man is supposed to be for creatives and creative vision, and he told a guy that lost his daughter in a horrible family event to shut up about it. That's how bad you've gotten, John. And that's why people aren't asking about it on your show, because you already went to the lowest steps of the conversation on that and made an ass of yourself. But that's my thoughts. Let me know yours. Comment below. Let me know. I'll see you when I get back. Bye.